Is Stadia dead? You hear that? I think it is. As it stands right now, Google has not officially killed off Stadia. However, they might as well have. Back on January 3rd, 2020, it was reported that only about 8,000 people were online playing Destiny 2. Remember, Destiny 2 is one of the free-to-play games that you can get on Stadia, yet only 8,000 people are playing. That is less than half the people playing now than when Stadia launched. On top of that, you're pretty limited on how you can play your Stadia games. You have to either have a Pixel phone, a Chromecast, or the Chrome web browser. Kind of makes streaming on the go difficult when you can't play on a majority of the different devices out there. Most of the people out there don't have these things, which would cause them to go out and buy something. The most common thing is to go out and buy a Chromecast Ultra, though many people have said that they've had overheating issues with the Chromecast. There's a lot of data going upstream and downstream when you're trying to play a game, especially if it is 4K, even if it is only at 30 FPS. So, after you buy your Chromecast Ultra, you then have to buy this special controller, which will set you back another $130 for that. Don't forget, after you spend that $130, you have to spend $10 a month for the streaming service. Guess what? You still have to buy the games, unless you play Destiny, which is free to play. You still have to buy the rest of the games. And if you decide to cancel your Stadia account, those games are locked to your Stadia account and you cannot take them with you. So, other than Destiny 2 being a free-to-play game, Google has really flubbed the launch of Stadia. There are many broken and missed promises that are way too numerous for us to go into in this video. Now, if only there was a viable alternative. Xbox has Project xCloud, but that is still in beta and available only to a select few. You can use your Xbox to stream across your home network, and it works flawlessly. I do it all the time. It works amazing. However, I don't want to take my Xbox with me whenever I travel. I don't want to have to bring my Xbox to work just to play a game on my lunch break. If only there was a truly viable alternative, something that was maybe free. Maybe I'd pay even $5 a month for. Something where I could take all of my games from across all of the different launchers, from Steam, from Epic, from Uplay, from Origin, all of those, and take the cloud saves and take them with me. Something where I would need maybe only a 15 megabit per second connection, though 25 megabits would probably give me a better streaming result. If only there was that option out there. Well, guess what? There is. GeForce Now is out of beta. It has released fully just this week. It is a fantastic service that, as I have mentioned, offers a free and a paid subscription. The free service is really good. You can play any one of those games across any of the previously mentioned launchers without a problem. There are a few caveats that come with this free tier. First off, your session length is only 1 hour. That's right, it is only 1 hour. However, you can sign up for as many sessions as you want in a day. You can have up to 24 sessions, and Nvidia says, all right, that's cool. You just have to wait in a queue. I've tried the service when it had launched this week, and I did not have any issues getting into my games. The queue length was barely noticeable. It took a couple seconds. I would equivocate that to Steam launching. Not really a big deal. Loading into the game didn't take any longer than what I'm used to on my system. It's fantastic. I had no issues. And my system, just for reference, is a Ryzen 7 2700 with an RTX 2060 and 16 gigabits DDR4 RAM at 3000 megahertz. So, pretty solid gaming system right there. I was able to get in and play Doom 2016 without an issue. I got into City Skylines and had a few problems with some of the mods working. Now, I blame this more on the mods than the actual service, so beware if you're going to play a game from Steam that has anything from the Steam Workshop. I would test that out in a different save file, a brand new save file, so you don't accidentally corrupt a file. Now, my file was not corrupted, it just crashed and booted me back to the splash page. Not a big deal, I loaded it up, I turned off the mods, ran it flawlessly. Now you're thinking, I played this on my gaming rig, which is a solid rig, that plays Doom at ultra settings, 60 FPS, no problems. Well, you'd be wrong in that assumption. I was able to play Doom and City Skyline on an early 2015 MacBook Pro. Now, this is the one that has a dual core, so it's only got 2 cores, 2 threads versus my 8 cores, 16 threads. Integrated Intel HD graphics versus dedicated RTX 2060 graphics. I was able to play this game without any issues. Both of those games ran beautifully. The image looked amazing. There was a slight bit of input lag in Doom. Now, I blame this issue more on my laptop than I do on the Nvidia service. Until proven otherwise, I believe it was more my laptop having an issue trying to process everything, because this only has 4 gigs of RAM. This is not a system that is meant for gaming. I know Doom on the Vulkan engine is incredibly optimized, but there's no way, no chance at all you should be able to run Doom at a reasonable rate on a MacBook Air from early 2015. Such a low spec, such a low power laptop can even play this game. So if you're willing to put up with a little bit of input lag, this thing will practically run on a potato. Now, that is the free tier. If you decided to pay the $4.99 a month, you get a bunch of fantastic things with the service. You get everything from the free tier, but better. You get a 6-hour gaming session instead of a 1-hour gaming session. Again, there's no limit onto how many sessions you can play in a day other than the amount of hours in a day. You get access to the thousands of games in the world that are able to play on this service. You also get access to 30 free-to-play games, including Fortnite. This still syncs with all your cloud saves. This is still a great service. Now, streaming on this, there are some little caveats here. Unlike Stadia, who claims that they have 4K resolution at 30 frames per second, let's face it, it's not really 4K. It doesn't look that good. They're doing 1080p at 60 frames per second. As Nvidia says, frames win games. So they're trying to push more frames and have the quality down a little bit. Honestly, trying to push 4K out over the internet like that isn't a great viable option yet. On top of that, you're playing with RTX on all the time. Doesn't matter. If your game has RTX, it will have it on and it will look immaculate. It will look fantastic. Your system won't have any issues running it because it doesn't have to do anything. It has to process the image coming in, but that's it. All the work is being done in these server farms all across the world with multi-thousand dollar, crazy expensive, powerful GPUs out there. It's amazing what this tech can do, and I'll be curious to see where this goes. Nvidia seems like they've really pushed game streaming into the right direction. I encourage everyone to go out there and try it. It's free. Just sign up for an account. It's not a big deal. As long as you have games on your PC, go ahead and play. You don't even have to own the games. Go out and play Fortnite. Try it. See what happens. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how this system works. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Please remember that a little bit of self-care goes a long way. Take care of yourselves both mentally and physically.